sheriff's office is occupying a couple of offices. We believe they need to vacate, so we're working through that. They're running just over 100 calls a week over there.
Did you say 100 calls a week?
I'm that'd be a lot, wouldn't it? Yeah, they're just over almost 5,000 calls total.
Okay.
Anyway, everything else is going well. There's a sign being made, put out front, so people know it's actually a fire station too, and not just a cop shop.
Great.
So things are progressing nice.
It's good to see you. And glad to hear that the crews are able to collaborate and use one apparatus. Very nice. EMS District 2, Chief Schmidt.
Yes, I got a rundown here from Chief Maurer. So the next board meeting for EMS District 2 is scheduled for June 10th at 2 p.m. It's going to be held at the county building and also will be available via Zoom. Vancouver Fire sent a letter that was forwarded to the board stating they will no longer be contracting with EMS District 2 for ambulance services. So Chief Maurer, Chief Sorensen, and Chief Miller are working with EMS District 2 and legal to identify plan options moving forward. Also, the three chiefs will be presenting a request for usage of the AMR compliance fine money. So this is the money that AMR has paid in fines for late calls in EMS District 2. We'll be using that money to purchase new EMS tablets, deployment software, and to help pay for consulting fees. Also next month, our lead mechanic, Brad Osborne, is going to be looking for some ambulances to purchase. So we've been proactively searching for suitable used ambulances that'll suit our immediate needs.
Great.
Thank you. On that EMS District 2, the chair is going to attend in my place.
Yeah.
On June 10th.
June 10th. Yep. Got it on the calendar. Any other questions? EMS District 2. Moving on to the consent agenda.
Move for approval.
Second. Moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Chief's report. Chief Schmidt, if you'd like to run through those.
Sure. First up, item number 6 is our overtime summary report. The overtime for the month was $189,101.79. A little bit higher than normal. A lot of it was due to our truck academy, some training going on, pulling battalion chief out and making a new division chief position, and running short kind of battalion chief position for the majority of the month. So that was a little bit higher than we were used to.
Okay.
Next up is the budget performance report. So for 6212, the general fund, fire suppression, the anticipated expenditure should be 33.3%. We've expended 27.5%. And for 6242 EMS, the anticipated expenditure should also be 33.3%, and we've expended 27.3%. So we're running under budget. Next is facilities reports, and you have a pretty lengthy report in your Dropbox there concerning a number of items, and Chief Newberry is here to answer any questions you might have.
On 8B, cost tracking. Are those all paid out of the contingency fund? It's down at the bottom. You have contingency 728, then you have remaining 324.
So if you're talking specifically about concrete panels.
No, this is just the whole, there's 11 pages of stuff.
Okay, yeah, so the cost tracking spreadsheet, Chief, included in your packet, that basically goes through every extra thing that was not included in the original contract. So if it's a change order because they discovered something, or because we missed something, or because the architect missed something, that's included on this. I've also got in the later pages, I've got it showing owner furnished contractor installed items such as appliances and gear grid lockers, things like that. So the number that's important is that number that's highlighted on page 4 or 5. shows us where we're at, considering all those different facets. But you can see that we're, in about $315,000 changes right now, so I still think we're okay. We're watching it like a hawk every step of the way. We're contesting anything that needs to be contested. But we're tracking who's responsible. We're tracking who's responsible or who missed what, why it wasn't caught throughout the process to make sure that the chief knows what's going on.
So that's denoted by like architect or owner. Is that how that? Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, the heading should say something responsible.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see that at the top. Perfect. Thank you.
I did, the expedited door frames, I did that.
Yeah. What did I write? I don't know. It's
64.
64.
Up the page. You need your glasses.
I did.
I'll get you later.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the ones that say architect, the architect's gonna cover, is that?
No,
Oh,
no,
That's who's responsible though. Right?
that's, yeah.
it's responsible.
If we are putting accountability on, you know, if it's mine, I accept it. If it's something I missed or something I requested, or we as the fire district requested extra. And for instance, there's areas that we wanted something changed. That, you know, initially in the plans, it showed one thing and then we're like, nah, let's change that. And for instance, cameras. Yes, we had cameras included, but we didn't have all the angles correct. And so we needed to add a couple of cameras. So that's something that I would have taken responsibility for. Things that were missed are labeled architect. You know, we're putting a copy machine right there, but there's no outlets, data ports there. And we had to add them because they were over there instead. So, yeah, we're just trying to make sure that you all understand, you know,
I appreciate it.
accountability.
It's a big job and
Yeah.
stuff happens. That's why I'm contingency.
It's true.
I do appreciate the listing here. I know it takes. I appreciate it. And then after the meeting, can I go look at the inside the new building?
Yes, the keys are out there, yes. The contractor still has the building.
Oh,
We're getting final occupancy on, but we can certainly.
we can do it next time.
No, the keys I think are out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I will say that 61 is moving along very nicely. It's clicking right along. The construction crews are great. The contractor's been great. The admin side is just this close to being ready for the crews to move in. We have a few things that are holding us back, which is doors, interior doors that have been delayed. And obviously that's a big deal. You know, you need to have restroom and office doors, dorm doors for the time being. That might be the hitch in our giddy up to delay us past the 1st of June, but we're still working on that with the contractor to find something, but it's those spaces.
They expect to be done by the end of the year.
Once we move into phase 2, we'll be able to, when we open that up, we'll be able to reestablish the schedule. Yes, it's still slated for the end of the year, but I anticipate an extra month or 2 months into the next year. So it just depends on how things sells once we open up the ceiling and some things that we didn't have good eyes on. It's been a real eye-opening experience to see the things that we once did that we would no longer do. Like apparently concrete was cheap back then. So I had like a 2.5 foot slab in one area, solid concrete. So, which of course costs extra money to have the labor to remove that. So, but anyway, it looks great.
Thank you.
Thank you for the update. Moving on, I didn't see anything listed under old business, but new business debt services payment.
Yes, so the board approved, board approval is required to transfer funds from 6212 general fund fire suppression to 6213 debt service fund. This is necessary to cover the interest payment due on the 2 current general obligation bonds. This has been accounted for in the 2024 budget. The amounts are $123,500 for the 2017 bond and $108,025 for the 2021 bond. The total transfer amount is $231,525.
I'd make a motion, we approve the transfer, from funds 231,500.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor? Next up, there's a squad purchase.
Yeah, so the board already approved the apparatus replacement plan within the strategic plan, and that plan allotted up to $400,000 for the purchase of a new squad unit. We have specified a squad through C Western and now need to make the purchase. So the chassis needs to be purchased and the invoice is in the board packet. It's for $71,612.29. That's number 10 in your packet. This requires board approval. And then the box being constructed is separate for a total of $133,965.58. This also requires board approval. So the total for the squad unit is well below the $400,000 that was budgeted and approved by the board. So it's a total of $205,577. So almost half what we anticipated.
I make a motion, we approve the purchase from C Western for the vehicle and the box 205,577.
Second.
It's moved and seconded. All those in favor? Aye. Thank you. Executive session this evening.
Yeah, parade was
Parade was a
well
success.
attended, another success. Great job to all the crews and staff and all the volunteer help that goes out there.
Great.
Getting the rig ready for us to drive.
Great. Made it off.
Yeah,
After.
in the afternoon.
And let's see. I did see our crews positioned along the parade route, which was nice. I thought it was well attended.
And just take a quick moment to thank Chief Russell and Chief Newberry. With the station being remodeled, space behind the station was for the bands was a premium. They worked with the contractor. I thought the contractor had everything shut back. They had that orange fencing across. There was rooms for porta potties. The coordination, all that was just great. And I appreciate the efforts by staff and the contractor to have it ready. And next year will be a little easier, maybe. And you found the signs, so we appreciate the extra effort you put in.
Thank you. With that, we'll need to authorize May issuance of payroll warrants, Clark County Treasurer. Authorize May payroll direct deposit treasurer's check. Authorize May deposit of federal and FICA medical withholding treasurer's check. Authorize pre-authorization invoice transmittal. And authorize payment of current bills.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Any questions this evening?
See,
Meeting is adjourned.
Big Schmidt almost broke.